Hi guys, so we are doing lesson 9.2 inside your book. We are on page 393 and we are talking about ordered pairs. So we're talking about graphing now. This is how we graph. Locating a point on a coordinate grid, that would be a graph, is similar to describing directions using north, south, east, and west. The horizontal number line on the grid is the x-axis. So going across the horizon, you can see the sun set over the horizon or rise over the horizon, okay? So the line that you can see out there is the horizon. The vertical number line on the grid is the y-axis. So that's how high or how low something is. That's vertical, that's the y-axis. Each point in a coordinate grid can be described by an ordered pair. The x coordinate is the first number. So it always tells you left and right first. The y coordinate is the second number. So it always tells you up and down second. Across first, back and forth first, up and down second. Always, always, always. This will not be going anywhere. You will be doing this all the way through middle school, through high school, through college. Anytime you come across a graph where you need to graph a point, x goes first, then y. Every single time, okay? Get that inside your head and just store it there, like weld it there so you never ever forget it. X always goes first, then y. The x and the y-axis intersect, so they cross each other. Now, right now, we only have the one little part of it. We only have this one corner of it. There's actually 4 corners. We have, I know you've seen it on my graph paper that I have up on the wall. You see right there? That's where it crosses. All that we're talking about is this part. We're talking about 1 square of it. There's actually a total of 4 squares. And where it crosses, that's the 0. So we have the x going across, the y going up and down. Where it crosses, that's the 0, that's the origin. It's where everything comes from, the original place, the starting point, the origin. So write the ordered pairs for the locations of the arena and the aquarium. Locate the point for which you want to write an ordered pair. Look below at the x-axis to identify the point's horizontal distance from 0, and then which is its x-coordinate. Look to the left to the y-axis to identify the point's vertical distance, which is the y-coordinate. So just like when we're talking about our multiplication charts, very similar to this, okay? So in order to find where the arena is, I look over and I go, okay, so it's above 3. It's above the 3, so that's my x. And it's across from the 2, so that's my y. All right? So we end up with the same nonsense going on for the aquarium. It's above the 9. So that is our x. And then there's the comma. And it is across from the 4. So that is our y. Okay? So 9, 4 is where our aquarium is located at. Do you see how I did that? It's just like when we're doing a multiplication thing and we're trying to figure out what we can divide, okay? Just like that. It's exactly the same thing. It's just these are lines and not columns, okay? So you follow the line to whatever number it points to, and that's the number that you put down. Bottom. Describe the path you would take to get from the origin to the aquarium using horizontal and then vertical movements. Okay, I need to move my computer, so just a sec. All right, so we are starting at the origin. We're starting at the 0, trying to get to the aquarium. So I would describe it as go to the right 9 places. Go to 9 places. So I went to the right, and there. Now I am turning left. Turn left. Go 4 places. You see? So we go to the right 9 places, and then I turn left. So I'm facing the opposite direction, the other direction. And then I go another 4 paces, and I get to where I'm headed. All right? Pause it if you need to. I am going to erase this and go on to the next page. All right, so I am now on page 394, example 1. A point on a coordinate grid can be labeled with an ordered pair, a letter, or both. So I'm going to plot 5, 7 and label it as J. From the origin, move right 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then up 7 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plot and label the point. B, plot the point 8, 0, and then label it S. So from the origin, move right 8 units, then move up 0 units. Okay, so it's just asking what's the X, what's the Y? 8, 0. I'm going to put in a stamp. Let's make it a X this time. So I move to the right 8 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I move up, nothing. I move up 0 units. So I put my point right there. That is letter S. Okay. That S does not look like it's connected to the X, but that's okay. There we go. So that is that is my point S. And maybe I should have just put a dot, but whatever, the X is easier for you guys to see. You're just supposed to put a dot there. You're not actually supposed to put an X. Do you want me to erase the X and put an actual dot there? I can do that. All right, so let me erase the, I ended up erasing that and putting an actual dot there. Can we even see it? See, that's the problem with me trying to put in an actual draw the dot. I think I'm just sticking with the X, guys. Sorry, it should be a dot. You should be making a dot, but mine is not going to let me make a dot. And so we're just gonna have to deal. This is why I end up handwriting everything out instead of just doing it this way all the time, because it gets so annoying trying to do it with the software that I have available to me. Example 2, find the distance between 2 points. You can find the distance between 2 points when the points are along the same horizontal or vertical line. Draw a line segment to connect point A to point B. So we're going to connect point A to point B. Okay, so you're just drawing a line along their line to connect point A to point B. How many units did we go through? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We went through 6. Points A and B form a vertical line segment and have the same x coordinates. How can you use subtraction to find the distance between the points? If I subtract the y value of point A from the y value of point B, I will know how far apart they are. Okay. And then number 2, graph the points 3, 2, 5, 2. Okay, I'm going to do it with x's again. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. That's 3, 2. And then 5, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Do you see how it goes like that? That being said, I'm sitting here and I am literally counting it each time. You do not have to count it each time. You can look and you can go, oh, there's the 5. Oh, there's the 2. Where do they cross? Boom, right there. Put in my line, put in my dot. Okay, let me make my lines smaller and we can draw the line in between the 2. Okay, so there we go. There's the line between the 2. How could I use subtraction to find that distance? If I subtract the x value of 3, 2 from the x value of 5, 2, I can find how far apart they are. Okay, and that's really all that we're doing here. We're subtracting x values if they have the same y value. We're subtracting y values if they have the same x value. So you subtract whatever number is different. So if the x's are different, you're subtracting x's. If the y's are different, you're subtracting y's. Okay, does that make sense? Let's try over on the share and show on the next page. So pause it if you need to. I'm going to be erasing this so we can move on. All right, so let's look over at the grid that we have. So for letter C, I see that there's a 6 across and the 3 up. So I would write that as 6, 3. Okay. Letter D, I see that there is a 3 across and 0 up. So I would write that as 3, 0. Letter E, I see there is 9 across and 9 up. You see the 9 and then it hits up with the 9 again. See that? So this one ends up being at 9, 9. Letter F, here, has a 10. You see where it lines up with the 10? And then 5. It lines up with the 5. So it is 10, 5. Okay, is that making sense to you? All you're doing is looking to see where it is, where it falls. First number and then the second number. That's it. And I don't know why they don't have us finding what B is. But for whatever reason, they don't have us finding what B is. Okay. Oops, this 0 is not supposed to be there. All right, so let's try putting in stamps for places. M is 0, 9. So the first number is always this one, which means I stay here. I don't go anywhere, but I go up 9. So I find the 9 right there, and I keep it there, and then I label it as M. Okay, second one, I go to H. 8, 6. I go across to the 8. I go up to where I hit the 6. and I put an X there. And then I label it as H. Third one, number 7, K, 10, 4. I go across to the 10, up to the 4, and then I label it as K. Fourth one, letter T, number 8. 4, 5. Go over to the 4, go up to the 5, put it there, and label it as T. Number 9, W, 5, 10. I go over to the 5, up, careful to stay on the 5, up to the 10, and label it as W. Number 10, R. I go over to the 1, 1, 3, over to the 1, up to the 3, and put my dot. And then I label it R. Okay, so those are all the points. I want to give you a chance to try doing it yourself on the bottom. And so give it a shot. See if you can get them labeled. I think you can do it, okay? Just remember, first number is the line across. Second number is going up and down, okay? Every single time. First number is going across. Second number is going up and down. I got faith in you guys. You can do it. Talk to you later. Bye.